What's going on today, guys? My name is Dan and you're watching TekMod. What better way to start a fresh channel with a fresh build? We're going to be slapping this thing together and taking you along for every step of the way. So let's talk about the parts. Starting off with the CaseLabs SMA8. We are going to be water cooling, so we picked up 3 radiators for 2 individual custom loops. 1 loop for CPU, 1 loop for GPU. We went with XSPC's 560, 480, and 240 radiators. For water pumps, we're going to be using EK-XRES Revo 140 PWM D5 pumps. We'll be taking the 140mm res off and using the 250mm res tube instead. For fans, we're going to be using Corsair's AF140, AF120, and SP120. For power supply, we're going to be using Corsair's AX1200i with custom sleeved cable extensions. For CPU, we're using the Intel 7700K, matched together with the Asus Maximus 9 formula. For RAM, we picked up the Corsair Vengence LED DDR4 3000, and for storage, we went with the Samsung 960 EVO 250GB M.2 SSD. We'll also be using a 6TB Western Digital Black for storage. Last but not least, we're going to use MSI's GTX 1080 Ti Gaming X. Unfortunately, there's no water blocks on the market for these cards yet, so we'll have to run them on air until the blocks are released. Alright, let's put this thing together. One of the things I really like about this case is the removable motherboard tray. Just makes it a lot easier to build on. They include these rubber feet just in case you decide to use it as a test bed. Normally I would build the motherboard and everything on top of the box, but I'm going to go ahead and install it in the motherboard tray and go from there. Now that I got the standoffs in, I'm going to go ahead and put the bracket on for the water block. Up next is the memory. Double check and make sure everything's snapped in. Looks good. Now for the water block. Okay, this block comes with 3 different jets, so I'm going to double check and make sure I've got the right one in there. Okay, we want J2, which has an edge on both sides. It's that one, so we're going to have to go ahead and change this jet out. Next up is M.2. Then the video card's next. There's one. There's number 2. Alright guys, I think that'll about do it for the first video. Go ahead and subscribe to the page if you like what you saw and give me a like. If you have any questions, leave them down in the comments and we'll see you next time. Thanks for stopping by.